I'd like to explain how to rewind a strimmer head for FS38, FS40 and FS50, and this does generally, they're all the same, all the brush cutters and clearer saws have the same system on rewinding the spool head. Now in the old days, I've been doing this for many years, in the old days it was the old rewind it like a yo-yo, and if you didn't get it right, poof, it will come out once you try to put it into the casing. It's changed now, well for the last few years it's changed, it's been brilliant, but it's simple if you can see where it starts to work. Now the idea is you feed the, so I'll put this back together, you feed the nylon through the eyelet and there's a hole inside the insert part, which if I take this apart you can understand what I mean. So there's the eyelet here, and there's you've got 3 holes there on the insert, this is called the insert of the spool head, and you've got 3 holes here. So the idea is, once this is put back together, you've got two arrows here on the spool head that you'll see, and you need to line them on the outer casing. Once you've lined them up, those 3 holes will be in line with the eyelet here. So if I put this back on here, so as you can see this is an empty spool head, and I'll just put this back on here just to show you. This is the FS38 and 40 and 50 spool head, which is the C6-2 spool head number. So, and you can buy these on our website, which is here, all in one bit. But the idea is these strimmers here, they take 2mm, the green colour, and the idea is you cut off 2 meters of nylon, and you do that twice, so you've got two nylons there, and the idea is you then line up arrow to arrow, as I've got it here. So I've got that arrow there lined up with that arrow, and then I've got the same with that arrow lined up with that arrow. So the idea is those 3 holes that I showed you are there, and the eyelet is there. So what I do next, I put this nylon through the eyelet, and you have to be like playing patience, going there, I found it, got the hole, so now it's in there. All I need to do is just leave it dangling like that, get the other one. It's like the operation game. Could be, yes, found it, so there you go, it's in there. So now the 2 nylons are dangling either side. I can pull it just gently and it's got a little bit of a grip in there. So I'm confident now that this nylon has gone through either one of those 3 holes inside the insert part of the spool head. So the next step, it's simple as that. It's got it saying here, arrow going anti-clockwise. So this collar here, which has got your fingers, you can do that, you just twist it anti-clockwise. And at this time, you probably see it as you're going along, it's now rewinding the nylon. And the idea of doing this is that basically you don't have to keep taking the head off all the time. Now over the years, I must admit, by seeing customers bring in their spool head, I noticed that the grass can get into the most awkward places and prevent you from actually using this to its optimal best. And what I mean by that is that the grass gets in the grooves here or underneath the button, so when you try and press it, it's not activating the line to come out, and it doesn't help you to actually put the line back in when you do it. So yes, it stops you from undoing the head, but it's not a bad thing to actually take it, once you know it's completely empty, to take the head off, to clean the rims around it, just so that grass that's packed in there is out of the way, and you actually get a full good spring usage of the head. So as I was saying, just keep on doing, twisting that round, and as you can see, it's starting to get less and less nylon, and by a certain point you'll just get to a point where you're happy with that, and you leave so much out ready for your next go. And there you go. So that's it. And then I can do a little bit more. And the rest will cut on the blade that's here on the guard. This head in itself is ideal for trimming around the edges and doing very light vegetation around the trees and your lawn and etc. You can buy a polycut head that can fit on a bent shaft strimmer. You can't buy a metal blade purely because it's not geared to do that. It hasn't got the power, and it hasn't got the bearings in the actual strimmer part. But you can buy a polycut head, and then the idea with this is not to do heavy vegetation, it is to do mowing your grass. And the way Stihl have thought about this, which is brilliant, is if customers don't have a big garden on what we call a pocket handkerchief lawn, and you don't want to go and buy yourself a lawnmower because you can rake up the grass and etc. You buy a strimmer and it do two jobs at once. So if you're going to mow the grass, you put on the poly head with these plastic blades that acts like a mowing blade, mow your grass, and then change the head and then trim it with your nylon, all in one machine. And that's the idea with this machine here. Thank you. If there's any questions or anything else that you need to know, by all means, look on our website, apsgardenmachinery.com, or email me, which all the details will be here under the video. Thank you.